It's a jury trial involving a medical malpractice matter. And now the jury has reached the question of how much compensation do you give to the injured victim for future pain and suffering? You want to know what this question is about and why it's so important? Come join me for a moment as I share with you some terrific information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. So now let me explain to you why the jury gets to answer this question and why it's so critical. Now, the only way for the jury to have reached that question is if they have already answered the following questions. Do you find that the defendant, the doctor, was careless? Was he negligent? If they answered yes, they go to the next question. Was the doctor's carelessness a cause of your injuries? The only way they can get to the question of how much compensation the injured victim is to receive is if they answer that question yes. If they determine all those questions yes and yes, now they will begin to answer questions about how much money, how much compensation this injured victim is to receive. Now, in the medical malpractice case, there are often different elements of damages. These are known as non-economic damages and economic damages. For right now, I want to focus on what we call non-economic damages. That's an intangible damage, pain and suffering that someone has endured because of someone else's carelessness. So now the jury will have already answered the question of how much compensation they are going to give to the injured victim for pain and suffering in the past, from the time of the incident up until the time of trial. Now they are also required to answer the question about how much compensation, how much money the injured victim is going to get from the time of trial into the foreseeable future. The injured victim has to put on testimony, typically by medical doctors, to explain to the jury for how long a period of time into the future these injuries are likely going to affect this person. And based upon that testimony, now they will have evidence to go ahead and support a verdict that says, okay, this injured victim is to get X number of dollars into the foreseeable future for the next 30 years. So that's a significant part of the jury determining how much money this person is going to receive. And I'm not even going to get into the economic losses because that's a topic for another video. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share it with you just to give you a behind-the-scenes inside look at what goes on in these medical malpractice cases, these civil lawsuits here in the state of New York. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you have not yet started a lawsuit because you have questions that need to be answered first, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your questions. You know, I answer questions like yours every day and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.